So then I'm sitting there, and then like the trustee, if you don't know what that is, it's those dudes who work for the county, but they're inmates too, like house niggas. You know what I'm saying? So like this, I'm sitting there, and like everybody asked as soon as I sat down, I was like, "Yo, bro, like I haven't drank because I was an alcoholic." Like to the point, and I was on benzos. Like I was prescribed Xanax, so and I was supposed to take them 3 milligrams a day every 8 hours, and they had me on them for like 8 months, dude. And I fucking hated that shit. When I didn't want to take them, Stephanie would call the cops on me, and she would fucking make the cops give me them. And this one cop who wanted to fuck her would make me take two. And I was like, dude, it says one. And he's like, no, I'm not leaving until you take two. You know what I'm saying? That's how fucking abusive that shit was. So then, I'm detoxing from Xanax, which is worse than fucking heroin. You know what I mean? It fucking sucks. And I didn't know. I thought it was just alcohol. So I know I'm looking at the time because I know fuck I haven't had a shot or a drink in about fucking like 3 hours, and I haven't eaten anything. I'm gonna start getting sick because I had this problem. Like I still do it. Like if I don't drink, I fucking throw up and I can't stop. And I don't have an appetite and I can't sleep, and then I stop talking and I don't do anything. Like I just work and that's it, and I'm just like a shell of a fucking person. You know what I mean? Or if I smoke, then I can talk. There's a reason they call them spirits, motherfuckers. You know what I mean? So that happened. And so as I'm sitting in the fucking waiting area to be see pre-trial to see if I'll get released on my own recognizance, or like, you know what I'm saying, what they're gonna tell the judge and what my charges really are. There's this fucking white boy who's walking around like, and this is Arizona is filled with fucking horrible people, dude. It is nasty. It's like Skid Row. I call it the cat box of the country. That's where people go to fucking die, and fucking nobody stays there long. And if you stay there long enough, you're gonna end up in the fucking desert. You know what I mean? So, and there's a bunch of heroin addicts everywhere. That's why insurance is free. Badass insurance. Not one time that I ever have to pay for a fucking doctor's visit or medicine or nothing. Nothing. It was bomb ass insurance compared to Medicaid in Texas. But that's because they have a fucking problem there. And then they get funding from the government for the drug shelters and the rehabs and the clinics, like those places where you go and get help. Like mentally and shit. 'Cause people lose their fucking minds and stuff. So I'm sitting there, fool, and I see this white boy who's like dressed really nice. You know, everybody's dressed nice, but they're like flaunting. There's one dude's wearing like Bad Religion, and because I kept looking, I had a Buddha on there, but it was like a burning Buddha. I was like, that's a dope ass shirt. And then, so he's walking, because you can tell this dude's green. He's never been to fucking jail. You feel what I'm saying? You can just tell. If you've been to prison or jail, you can tell who the fuck has been in there and who hasn't. Because the way that they act and the way that they talk. If you've been there, you can just chill and relax. Be like, I already fucking know what's going to happen. While other people keep talking about their case and repeating themselves and trying to tell other people, what do you think's going to happen? What do you think's going to happen? They're all nervous and shit. And they're shaking like chihuahuas shitting razor blades. You know what I mean? So it's like, this dude was calm, dressed nice. He had a good accent. You know what I mean? He was like if I were to judge him as a man, like, you know, physically, he was probably like about a 7, you know? And what he was doing was fucking walking around and just asking people, hi, have you read the Bible? Do you know Jesus Christ? But like in a soft way. You know what I mean? Like not aggressive. Like something. It was just like if someone were to sit down next to you who's lost and be like, could you help me please? It was like that. And I heard him because everybody was like, "What the fuck is this nigga doing, fool?" You know what I mean? Like, who the fuck is this guy? Why the fuck are you asking me about the Bible? Because he was serious. He was making eye contact. You get what I'm saying? Like, he was actually looking you in the eye. But I was just like sitting back, watching TV, like reading the words and shit, but I could hear what's going on, and I was like, what the fuck? In my head, because the way that they were treating him, like, I was like, dude, you don't, like, he's never been in jail before. Like, you can tell, nigga. Like, you know what I mean? And they're younger kids who are arrested and shit. And I'm like, they were like talking shit about him in front of him. And he was like, no, I just wanted to talk about Christ our Lord. And I was like, what? Like, dude, you gotta save that shit for when you get to the fucking tank. You know what I'm saying? You can't just be fucking being all friendly and all willy nilly and shit. You're gonna get taken advantage of, fool. You better stop that shit. So, but I didn't say that. So I was in my head. I heard what was going on. You know what I mean?